Hello, welcome back. Last time I started Shattersong and got past, I think, the parts that I had seen before. And into a strawberry room that, I assume it's a that was loud. I assume it's a strawberry room. Where I need to... How the heck is this? Back boost, dash up, then pop through the orange. Apparently go a lot faster than I'm going here. Alright, so you need to actually throw left. Like that, but pick the thing back up. Ah! You need to actually throw left. Never am ever gonna be free from back boosts again. That's just a part of my miserable life now. Forever. Right. And listen to the music for when orange is solid. I didn't pick up somehow. I guess I was too late. And then sometimes the music just has to restart itself. And I don't really understand why. Okay, so I did that a second time. I hit the switch to the jellyfish. That was a record. Okay, understanding what to do means it becomes possible. Alright. So picking right back up where I left off, but frequently missing that. Both on the left and the right. So I just have to guess the timing and hope I'm right. I don't know if the back boost is strictly necessary there, or if I could just, like, drop and then get enough height. I guess that's worth checking. I do not get enough height from dropping. Okay, I checked. Alright. I'm getting closer to being able to do that on purpose. What does that even mean? Well... something's happening inside my head, and it allows me to have more confidence than perhaps I should. Right, I gotta go slower there. Need to wait for orange to be about to be solid. I waited too long? Maybe? No, I just pressed jump too early. That time I didn't wait long enough. It's nice that my point of failure, commonly results in the blue turning solid right as I respawn. Is it? I mean... kinda. If I'm going to be failing anyway. Though I would prefer that wasn't the case so frequently. Let's review what I'm actually doing. Right, I have to do the boost. What the? That's... okay. Ah! Rude! So all I gotta do is that. So, right. I want to throw the jellyfish right. That will sacrifice it. Grab the orange, climb, jump. Up, left, right, grab red. Oh, the second red solidity is faster than the... shorter than the first. Okay, which direction are things going? So red has just been solid, then orange. Wait. But no, it's on the way to red, right? Is red in the middle? It is. If it's on the way from orange to red... Wait, what? Okay, if I've just gone through the red portal, Well, which part of the cycle is that in? The fact that it goes back and forth means that I have, like, 2 different possible answers to some questions here, and I'm not sure which is the correct one. Alright, I'm picking a... Yeah, so I get the short red on the way there. I'm picking a visual reference point for where to throw the jellyfish. It's where the point of that thing in the background above is pointing down. Right there. Seems to work. Too late. Then I'm just nowhere and can't do anything. I can't wait here because spikes come out. So this is very much telling me what timing it expects me to be using. Do I just have to actually make it past red in that extremely short amount of time? Do I know I can't? No. Unless I... really... I mean, I don't get a chance to really hold that thought in my head because I just have to redo this every time. Like, that's the constant problem with Grandmaster. No opportunity to actually think through a problem because there's a million other problems. That was a record. A million other problems that never go away that will harangue me on the way to the actual problem I'm trying to solve every time. So, in order to clear any Grandmaster room, I have to spend a very long time gaining extreme mastery of the earlier parts just to have an opportunity to work on the later parts. That's just the Grandmaster experience, nothing to do about it. It is the way the game is presented. Not the way I would want it, but that's how it is. Well, a lot of that didn't quite do what I wanted, but it was sort of close. Okay. Well, I got there. That was kind of stamina expensive, but I wasn't flashing by the end. Let's try again. Having seen that that mostly works. That little swerve is going to be very hard for me. But I did it once. I need to stick to that conveyor belt for longer. Okay. This is progress. Ugh. Okay, a lot of my problems are disappearing. Ah, I didn't stick for long enough. But I think the thing actually went away? Maybe? Wait, there's a thing that I want to look at. Is there a clean wall up here? What am I looking at? No, left of that red thing, there's just spikes all over. I thought I saw a clean wall, but maybe the background was tricking me. There's a one-way thingy with spikes on it there. I think that's just a way to have spikes in midair that aren't taking up as much space. What do I think is going to happen here? What can this conveyor belt theoretically do for me? Boost me up to either the red or the orange. It's going to have to be red because orange doesn't become solid quickly enough. If that's the case, then what's the point of the orange? Do I need to hang out there to have good timing for getting to the blue? That will not do that, will it? I don't know. I just have to get to the conveyor belt and get it to do something for me first to answer any of those questions. Fast, fast. I can't hang out there because the block is disappearing, like, basically the moment I touch it. So am I just going too slow? Whoa, what the... Oh, of course, I can still get the upward boost from all of those blocks. Okay, that completely changes the context of everything. Got it, of course. I just didn't think about that mechanic in that spot because I wasn't forced to until now. So that means... I want the red upward boost, the blue upward boost, and then... I don't actually understand the conveyor. So, how would I... That's very precise. I did it once by accident. Doing that on purpose, that's some really specific timing and positioning alignment. Because I need to get a climb jump ready in something that's already really hard to position myself for. But I need to not only do that, but do it at a very specific time. I don't know how large the time window is for getting the upward boost thing. I got it there. Do I just have to assume I'll get it and route accordingly? Because if I'm not doing that, then I'm gonna end up in the wrong place without being able to predict where I'm going. No! Oh, you know what? That actually answers a question I had earlier about what I'm doing in the block maze. Of course. So for most of these blocks, I'm getting the upward boost. Like remember, up here, when something appears, you can boost up on it. So that's how I'll get the jump height to make it through this ridiculousness. That's gonna be something. But I need to somehow resolve this part first. What's the conveyor belt about? So if I get the red boost, at most that'll get me to the bottom blue. I think that's just for speed so I can get to the conveyor belt before it disappears. Then that'll boost me up a bit. And I guess I do a climb jump left right before I dismount it. I've always just done that too early. It doesn't look like it's gonna give me much boost. But maybe it'll give me more than it looks like. I don't know how to predict. Just gotta get there and try, I guess. Ah, there I got it, but couldn't do anything with it because I wasn't ready. Okay, so be ready. Getting a little better at that, maybe. Didn't have any stamina, so I couldn't interact with the conveyor belt. So I still don't know what it does. Still don't know what it does. Never have any stamina anymore. I got there with stamina before. I don't know how that happened, but it's not happening anymore. Out of stamina. Well, that felt like it was gonna be it, but no. Still no stamina. Perhaps more pertinently, no red boost. Yeah, that's the only way I've gotten there since, but it's not. I got there a different way earlier, without even getting the red boost. Did I do a refund? Because theoretically, between the red and blue block, I could do a refund. That's not going to happen in real time except by pure accident, but theoretically it's possible. The inputs might exist. Oh, well I got there with stamina, maybe I refunded or maybe something else happened. Still didn't get to see what the conveyor does. Yes, I know the mechanic, I've seen it before, but I don't know how far it's going to take me in this context. That's what I have no way to know. What? That was weird. I'm going to attempt to learn something. Well, I have no idea what the timing of anything is now. Did that give me the boost? I don't know how I would tell. No, okay, so blue was solid. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to do it the whole time at slow speed. Oh, I can't follow the rhythm like this! This won't work! Whoa! So there's one of those low-speed physics inaccuracies, huh? Yeah, there's no way that's the height I could get at normal speed. Okay. Well, guess I can't use that assistive device at all. Just not gonna work. There we go, I got conveyed nowhere. That did like nothing. So now I get to speculate on, did I grab it too high? Was it the fact that I didn't do a climb jump at the end? Am I just doing the wrong thing entirely? When the only information I have is, you died. I mean, okay, I have a little bit more. I died because I went toward orange, which wasn't solid at the time. Red was, I think? 38 minutes have gone by. I have a headache. I have a lot of other things causing me pain right now. Nothing has happened other than that. Okay, well, I guess I got that one attempt there, but I'm just, like, extremely miserable right now. I don't want to be in this level right now. And I think this is just me hitting my personal limit. I hit it a long time ago. It's just a very, very slow process of that becoming clear. I defeated World Abyss, I defeated 74. Stellar Odyssey will never be defeated. That's just not going to happen. Shattersong, I think, is probably in that same category. Do I really want to pump another, 20 hours into it to try as hard as Stellar Odyssey? I'm just feeling like there's nothing left for me here. Summit I'm not even looking at, that's just no. Ivory, no. Pinball Purgatory felt approachable, but if it's in that category, I assume that it's not actually. Solar Express never went anywhere, and Limbo I didn't want to think about. So, I mean, this was inevitable, right? I was never going to have a triumphant end to this. And I'm out of secrets that have reasonable difficulty reported. I would like to not be, like, beaten down brutally every single time, like, every 2 days when I have a session here. I just want a game that I can play, that I can spend a normal amount of time with, and actually accomplish something. I'm just sick of this. Like, I love this compilation. This is perfect. I am sick of being unable to make consistent progress on anything. It has worn me down to the point where I really just do not want to continue here. This is what I'm saying today. This is what I'm saying today, right now, in this moment. Theoretically, I like what that room is doing, I just don't like the moves that it's asking me to do. Love the aesthetic of Shattersong. If I were to step out of that room and go try to do the other, assuming that's a strawberry room, and the one below it is progress, all that means is I would have to come back there for the strawberry. Or, somehow, do the thing that cannot happen, except not getting the strawberries. No, I don't accept that. I will never accept that. That's not something that's within the realm of possibility. So no, I have to get the strawberries to finish the level. Like, they will not be skipped no matter what. Unless I set the entire compilation down. So, you know, I said something a long time ago about how I could just stop here, plan to play another Celeste compilation. Spring Collab 2020 has been recommended to me a bunch of times. And you know, a couple of years later, once I've done that, and a couple of years after that, if I think I'm ready to come back to this, then there's a bunch of stuff waiting for me. Maybe back boosts will become second nature by then by playing the other thing. I just want the back boost erased. There are 2 in a row in that room, not like in a row, but there's the first one before getting into the portal, then throwing the jellyfish at the switch is a second one. I'm not sure that's even the thing that's giving me the most trouble in the room. Anyway, yeah, so my ratio of good times to bad times has become untenable here. That is what I'm saying. And while I don't feel like in this moment, when I've just been given a beatdown of the category that this game gives me, is when I should be making the decision of whether to continue or stop. But isn't it? Is it not? Should I really feel more optimistic about this than what reality is showing me? I don't know what stopping this playthrough would look like. Maybe it's this. Maybe I'm just imagining that it would look like something else that is imaginary. Well, yes I do. I'm imagining finishing the Grandmaster Heartside, but that's unrealistic. I mean, it's very clear that that's just not something that... It's not clear. It's not clear enough. I don't know. I'm frustrated and I can't make the decision to put this down, but I also don't want to continue. But one of those things has to happen. So you know what? I guess I'll leave that for myself 2 days from now. If I boot up this game, then I'm continuing. If not, then this is on hold and maybe I'll come back to it someday later. The hold could last a few days, the hold could last a few years, the hold could last forever. Maybe I'll never finish this. Or the hold could last 0 days, if I really, really, really want to come back and play immediately. I love this game, I love this compilation, I played too much of it. And there's too much left to keep playing. That is what I say today. So if you see another game in this slot next time, then that's my decision. If not, then the suffering will continue, I guess. Hi, it's several days later. I wanted to put a cap on this with a cooler head and wrap up a few of the things that I was saying that I wasn't prepared to say in the moment in the thing you just saw. So, the call has been made. I am going to be giving this series a rest for a while. This might seem abrupt, especially since I only spent like 2 videos in Shattersong compared to the however many it was I spent in that one room of Stellar Odyssey. But when I got to that one room that probably has a strawberry in it, that just felt like a continuation of the room that I was in Stellar Odyssey, and I just sort of saw that stretching out infinitely in front of me, and realized that wasn't what I wanted for my life. So, anyway, yeah, so I have started playing another game that I think is fantastic, and watchers of this will enjoy it for several reasons, I think. And that will be going in this slot as a replacement, at least for now. So this is going into hibernation. I fully expect, in fact, I have concrete plans to play more Celeste very soon that is not Strawberry Jam, and less concrete plans to play some more later with the possibility of coming back to this. So to set realistic expectations, no Strawberry Jam in the immediate future. More Celeste definitely in the immediate future. Probably more Celeste in the medium-term future. Maybe Strawberry Jam can return at some point. Maybe I'll get the itch to boot this up and just see if I can find some of those secrets that I'm missing. I still have a huge list of things to look at, it's just most of them came with a warning of, oh, this is Grandmaster difficulty on it. And it's a daunting task just to sift through that list, and it's a big commitment to say, okay, I'm going to go into this level and spend the 45 minutes or whatever it is, sniffing out the secrets, seeing what it is, and maybe getting something usable out of that. Anyway, yeah, so I think you can hear what I'm getting at. So enjoy another game for a time, and I do kind of expect to come back to this in some form at some point, but I don't want that form to be right now, destroying my body trying to get through these challenges that are just provably too much for me. Anyway, so, another game happening. Maybe we'll come back to this someday, but I am not setting any specific date for that, because I just need to let myself rest and come back when and if the time is appropriate. So that is the decision that I have made.